Hello everyone, I'm Okeedoku and welcome to episode 5 of Alchemy Factory. Now, a few things you'll notice: the shop's open, you might see some things on the shelves, something through the window, and his reputation is back up to near enough max, as well as it's been a fair few in-game days since last episode, that's the words. So I was going to start this episode by just putting together a bit of a montage of me getting everything in place, like putting all the machines and blueprints I've put together in place and hooking it all up for the shop. But then I decided, nah, that's going to take way too long and be way too much faffing because I'm not sure where everything's going. I don't have a planned layout. So we're gonna walk through it all in a sec, but I will pre-warn you, it's very messy, but it's fine. It's not like it's a permanent setup. We'll probably go through multiple rebuilds as we buy more plots of land and unlock new research things. So yeah, let's go. Now, first thing you'll notice here is the bandage monstrosity up and running. I've also added some extra assemblers on top that are purely to make healing potions for going foot shelves. We currently have 2 money lines going through because now that I've actually got everything back going, as money's actually coming in faster than we can spend it, as you can see. And these go all the way around to here. So this one exclusively goes up to the stone crushers for the quick lime, and this one splits off between the stone crushers for the quick lime and the charcoal setups up there and everything else back here. But also, I haven't actually rehooked it up, so let me just do that. Yeah, one sec. There we go. So this one is also going to split off to here to go up this line, which is plenty stocked already. So we've got our large gears, small gears, mortar setups. Here's the rope and the linen, and they're all coming through along this. We've got the iron nails here with its own dedicated charcoal setup and the brick setup here. So it's been running well. We've got an overabundance of clay, bricks that we're going to use for building are coming in, and the bricks for the shop, and that also has its own charcoal setup. I did realize while editing the last episode, I've actually messed up with this charcoal setup because these produce at 15 a minute, but the belts only move at 60. So the way I had it, so you've got 45, so we'd have 90 charcoal powder coming through to go onto this belt or this one. But we've sort of fixed it for the time, well, not entirely, but it's sort of fixed, well, made a bit better for the time being, because it seemed like these 2 alone couldn't quite keep up with fueling the furnace for it all, so I've just connected it there, which fixes that. And then if we go up here, you'll see a thing of beauty. The coins all the way backed up on these. As you can gather, I've spent most of today IRL just AFKing while I've been able to get everything built up and running. But worth it in my opinion. The fertilizer setup's very scuffed at the minute. because a lot of this, if you remember as well, is for future things that we're going to get into today. So they're all ready to go, but they're not going anywhere yet. And yeah, because in the thing is, what I've decided when it comes to doing just sort of rebuilding and resetting up stuff, I'll do that sort of off camera, in between, maybe in between episodes or in between clips, because otherwise it's just going to be a lot of the same thing of me dismantling things, making a fresh blueprint, putting things back in place. And we kind of want to focus on the progress as opposed to all just the flip-flopping about with things. So yeah, I think that's about it. Up, if we go up here, no, wrong stairs. If we go up these stairs, you'll see I've opened up this roof here, and it's where the bandages and healing potions are getting fed in to go to the shop. Right, and with that in mind, let's continue. So, first thing we can do, let's get some money out, because we're going to do some research. We're going to get wooden pulleys set up, and we're going to just learn all these for now. Then once wooden pulleys are set up, we'll then start on the glass, and so on and so forth. Right, pulleys are researched. Now, what I'm actually thinking of doing is, rather than finding a space on his main plot, if we go over this way, I discovered this by accident on a previous playthrough. See, this house is actually for sale for very cheap, and it may not be too good for the really big stuff later on, but that should be a good enough space to start making some of the small to medium-sized blueprints and modules, where it's nice and out of the way. That being said, let me think. Actually, nah, it's going to be a pain because it's right out of the way. Because say I forget something while I'm building there, I need to run all the way back. Yeah, we're scrapping that idea. We're scrapping that, but we've got that plot now, which I'll find a use for it later, much later. But it's there at least. So, for pulleys, we need 30 planks a minute and 15 rope a minute. Yeah, so planks produce 30 a minute and rope produces 10 a minute. And what have I done here? Other than I messed up royally. There we go, that'll be better. So really, if we want this to be properly efficient, we're going to need 3 rope setups to get 30 a minute, and 2 table saws, which will make 60 a minute, and then 2 assemblers making the pulleys. Right, and then we just need to modify this to accommodate for a 3rd one, which shouldn't be too difficult really. But won't be difficult at all. Now the question is, can I make this slightly better? I mean, the answer to that is definitely yes. Yeah, that'll be better. So what we want to do is make sure they've not been selected. I did have an issue, not while rebuilding, but while recording previous episode, where I'd done that, but for some reason the selection area bugged out and selected everything above, and I had to replace some of those quicklime setups. Okeedoku. Next thing, we just need to get these hooked into the shop. Right, that's pulleys done and set up. So now, are they being sold? Nope, because I've not connected that. Now there will be. Excuse me. How much money have I got? Oops. Guys, I've got too much money. Guys, help. Anyway, onto making a glass setup. Right after we've learned to make glass. Right, so we need 60 sand a minute. That's going to be awkward. To make 10 glass a minute. And ideally I could do with 2 of these because we use it for equipment as well as the shop. And it's a 20... Okay, that's not actually too bad. That's just... That'd be 2 of these. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can do that easily. The glass setup would actually be probably better suited up here. Oh shit, gridlocks, I need gridlocks. Time to make this mess even more messy. Right, glass is set up and going. Now we now have access to shelves. Not sure when I'll use them, but we have them. Right, time to learn soap. Sorry if I sound out of breath, I've just had to go feed the cat his biscuits. But that involved me actually... One sec. Oh, I'm out of shape. Yeah, it actually involved me having to run up and down, like down and up, back up the stairs twice, because even though he pesters me to give him his biscuits, he doesn't follow me down. And unless he sees the biscuits in the bowl, he won't stop pestering me, so I had to go down. I went down, poured the biscuits in the bowl, he didn't follow me, so I had to run back up, pick him up and physically carry him downstairs and plonk him in front of his biscuits. So yeah, but I really need to get back onto working out because I am out of shape. So soap makes 20 a minute, which will be plenty. 60 plant ash a minute, we already know that one. That's just a single one of these and 3 of those. Yep. And the linseed oil, which is from flax in the extractor. Let it go in here and we get... So we need 30 flax a minute to make... I need a... Where's my paper? It's scribbling down time. Let's scribble down like a mad woman again. Right, 1500, 4000, right. I don't care too much about that extra 500 a minute we're gonna get. We're just gonna set up 3 extractors worth for 1 blender. And there's the soap setup done. And now the same issue again of where the hell do we put this? Because it's purely made from fertilizer. Could go, I guess, right here, and then we'll just, yeah, we can weave it round. There. And that'll have soap incoming. More holding space. Yay. And that will be transformation potions, which is next level. Steel, next level. Vitality potions, which will be next thing we're working on. Soap, which is coming in. Right, it's time to learn the last thing in level 4. So we need 30 quicklime powder a minute. And 600 fruit wine a minute. Right. Be right back while I get the things together to work that out. Okay, so if the blender produces 7.5 a minute, I want to bump that up and double it. So we're gonna aim for 15 a minute. Quicklime powder at 60 a minute, that's easy enough, because if we go up here, it's 20, that's 40, that is just that, effectively, which won't be difficult. We've basically already got that. The problem comes with the fruit wine needed, so we need 1200 fruit wine a minute. Each extractor produces 100 a minute, so we need 12 extractors, but then we need 2 nurseries per extractor because these only produce at 5 a minute currently. So that's going to be 24 nurseries, 12 extractors. So let's make a start putting that together. There we go. So those 2 go to that one, those 2 go to that one, and those 2 go to that one. And then it's just mirrored on the other side. Is bring those out to here. Bring those out to here. And then we can decide where they go after. Started. Now all we need to do is feed fertilizer up into these. My main concern is that 600 a minute won't be enough. To be fair, we just need to route it smarter, I think. Right. If we go up here that and kickstart that. actually set these to be vitality potions. Well, don't matter that it's not right up to the thing, you know. Excuse me. There we go. Right, I've just spent a bit of time AFKing, and as you can see, we've got 200 vitality potions. So let's get them used. First of all, potion belt upgrade. So we've got an extra 2 hours awake. And then it's now time to hand in this. So level 5. So 2 more unallocated points. We can now buy rotten logs and coal, which are going to be huge. Next quest, 100 transformation potions. However, as soon as I've done our upgrades, which we just need to have a good think about now, so 1 second. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go for logistics efficiency. Yeah. Just those, and then as conveyor belts will move at 90 items a minute as opposed to 60. Also, while we were waiting, the money wasn't leaving the tills fast enough, so I hooked up a conveyor from the other side as well. Right, in between episodes, the main thing I'm gonna do is just do some AFKing. And I'm going to save up 450 silver, I believe, and we're going to buy these 3 plots of land. We could buy one right now, actually. We have the money. But yeah. So I'll just AFK for a bit, save up another 300 silver. Just doing quests, letting things stock up more, and then I'll also have a think about how I want to do things for level 5. And we shall start making progress with that in the next episode. So, for those that have stuck around, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.